Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Transformers Lost Light #1. Now, I just got finished doing Optimus Prime issue #1, which is apparently going to be a bi-weekly series, and it wasn't really that much fun. However, looking at this one, Lost Light, this is actually pretty interesting. Now, this is following the continuity, as they all do, but this is directly coming after issue number 55 of Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. What's happening here is that there's these people. Lost Light is basically the title of, they're looking for this ship called the Lost Light, and they're being brought to a different planet, all these different characters being killed by the Necrobot, and brought to this area where they're all kind of getting a second life of sorts. They've been asleep for just millennia, for about a millennia almost. Anyway, and we start off with actually Cross and Lug, two very funny characters. I think I think they're actually Spark Brothers. I'm not sure, but they're very, very funny characters when they work together. They're the humor that bounces off between these two when they're interacting with each other or with other people together is great. We get to see kind of how the world is interacting through their eyes. And either way, regardless, it's just a very fun read. I can't express it enough. I've said many times before how I don't enjoy when a comic doesn't tell you what's going on beforehand. This comic does a pretty good job of telling you what's going on beforehand in the pages of the comic itself. And with IDW Comics, they put exactly what's happened in like 5 pages. It says like 5 or 6 pages at the end. I'm not about to count again right now. All the way at the end of the book that tells you how you got to where you are right now. That's great and all, but a little executive summary in the beginning, 1 paragraph, that actually tells you, hey, this is what's going on. Or like Marvel Comics does, where they say, this is the general history of this character or this team, and here's the current up-to-date, another paragraph where they give you that. I don't think there's anything wrong with something like that. And maybe a blurb at the bottom that simply states, hey, go to the end of this book to completely catch up. And, there wouldn't be anything wrong with that. Nobody starts reading at the end of the book, unless you're a really bad novel reader. But anyway, either way, this is a really fun book. I'm going to give this a B because I did have fun reading it, and I really do want to see more. I really love some of the jokes that are in here, like the idea that Ultra Magnus can actually kill people simply by talking to them because he's so boring the way that he talks. Drift and Rodimus having, good humor over that. They have a good number of characters in here. It's not too many, which is always the problem that I have. Too many Transformers. Nobody's going to remember them all. I personally can't even read a comic book where there are all the DC characters in one comic. It's way too much, and there are way too many Transformers to keep going. I only memorized the first generation of Pokemon, for crying out loud, and the first couple of generations of the Transformers. They're Transformers now. I have no idea who they are. And that's a lot coming from me. Huge Transformers fan. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.